Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Buenas noches, damas y caballeros. Welcome to the Dominican Women's Development Center DWDC 32nd Annual Anniversary Virtual Gala, Hope and Justice. Emerging stronger together. We're super excited to have you here celebrating with us for the past 32 years. Es para mí un gran placer ser la maestra de ceremonias en este maravilloso evento. Mi nombre es Evi Siskos y de verdad es un gran honor estar aquí con todos ustedes. El Centro de Desarrollo de la Mujer Dominicana, cariñosamente conocido como el Centro, es una de las organizaciones dominicanas más grandes en los Estados Unidos, prohibiendo servicios a mujeres, niños, niñas, jóvenes y familias de todas las nacionalidades en la comunidad de Washington Heights e Inwood y el resto de la ciudad de Nueva York. Nuestro centro le provee servicios a más de 12,000 personas al año. On behalf of the Dominican Women's Development Center, I would like to thank all of tonight's viewers and our sponsors. SOMOS, Community Care, New York Presbyterian Hospital, Columbia University, Hispanic Federation, State Bank of India, Inca Kola, Pfizer, Manhattan Neighborhood Network, Mrs. Jean Shafferoff, United Federation of Teachers, UFT, Health First, Miranda Family, ADP, Foundation Supporters, UPS, United Healthcare, the Chicago Community Foundation, Virtual Silent Auction Donors, Casa de Campo, Majestic Mirage Punta Cana, Impressive Resort and Spa, Ron Barceló, Oscar de la Renta, Lifestyle Holiday Hotels and Resorts, and Golden Arrow. This has been a very challenging time for the families we serve. The COVID-19 pandemic and the social unrest hit our community very hard this year. However, DWDC did not stop serving every day all the women and their families. And all of this was possible thanks to your continued support of our mission. On behalf of everyone, thank you so much. And you still have time to make a donation. It is very simple. Visit our website, dwdc.org, or text DWDC Gala 32, your name and the amount to 41444, or visit our virtual silent auction page. Amazing prices to bid on, link below. Remember, $1 can go a very, very long way. Now, I would like to invite all of you to join me on this wonderful wine tasting class by Golden Arrow to give a toast, and how we say in Spanish, un brindis, to DWDC's 32nd anniversary and all the outstanding individuals who we are celebrating tonight. So I'm really excited this year to be hosting the DWDC Gala because not only is it virtual, but also very interactive. And today we have here with us Dionisio Reyes from Golden Arrow USA and Luz Bermudez, board member. And Dionisio, I know you have a lot of things in store for us today, and you're going to show us a little bit about wine.
Yes, I'm very excited and happy to be here. It's an honor for me to be supporting such a special event. Tonight I have something special, which is these bubbles here. It's coming from our Kava Sutra. Este Kava Sutra proviene de bodegas Arraes, una bodega del Mediterráneo, la cual nuestros amigos están allá en España haciendo maravillas con ellas.
Bueno, Luz, ¿está lista? Nosotros en inglés decimos cheers, pero en español decimos salud.
Now we're going to try this beautiful wine here. What I love about this wine right here is because the owner of the vineyard from where we're picking the grapes, she's 87 years old.
87?
And she's still working. It's magic what we have here. Well, and I brought this wine for you ladies to try.
Wow, I'm excited to try this, and this is from her vineyard.
Then ladies, I got something very special for you. I will also follow up with this wine right here that I have, which is my vividor. Vividor, which is mean life living.
Vividor en español, en Dominican, o en qué?
Actually, it's a general language which is life living. Vividores.
Vividor, okay.
Dedicado a aquellos que viven la vida to the fullest.
So let's try this. Okay, salud a los vividores.
Por esos grandes vividores.
Salud.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Cheers. Okay, so this is really interesting. But you know what? I think my favorite one was the first one, the French one. Muvedra. Okay,
Yes.
I like how it sounds, Muvedra.
Muvedra, but in Spanish it's called monastrell.
Ah, monastrel. Okay, bueno.
Yes.
Como si fuera un monasterio.
Como un monasterio, así es bueno
Exactly.
recordarse. Bueno, Dionisio, muchísimas gracias. This has been a very informative evening as well as very tasty because these wines are absolutely delicious. And if more people have want information, they can...
Yes, they can definitely follow us on Instagram or social media. And yeah, like we say it always, these wines are made for people who decide to live life to the fullest.
A
We
los
make wine
vividores.
to drink life.
Well, friends at home, if you have a presidente, a glass of wine or rum and coke, please join me to wish DWDC 100 more years, 100 años más of success and growth in our community. Cheers, y como decimos en español,
¡Salud! Muchas gracias.
And thank you, Dionisio, for this wonderful class. I hope you at home learned something new because I definitely did, and so did Luz, and something new and incredible about the incredible and rich world of wine. This is an interactive virtual gala, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to invite you all to congratulate our honorees on the chat and to send your positive messages to the families we have served. Say hello, wish them well wishes. For the past 32 years, our first speaker has been one of the driving forces behind the Dominican Women's Development Center. And thanks to her leadership, DWDC has been able to fight back the COVID-19 pandemic. Under her leadership and direction, the center has established 6 programs in the areas of education, domestic violence, healthy families, health promotion, early Head Start, childcare, and our most recent addition, the first LGBTQ homeless youth drop-in center in Washington Heights. She has always strived to maintain a community organizing approach in her work and put into practice the center's mission to counteract gender inequality and promote social justice. She has been the recipient of over 40 awards, the 2 most recent being the Outstanding Leadership Award from the Latino Social Workers Coalition and the illustrious award given by the Latino Studies Institute of New Jersey to distinguished Latino leaders. Damas y caballeros, démosle la bienvenida a la directora ejecutiva del Centro de Desarrollo de la Mujer Dominicana, the Executive Director of the Dominican Women's Development Center, Rosita Romero.
Bienvenidas y bienvenidos a la gala virtual del Centro de Desarrollo de la Mujer Dominicana celebrando nuestro 32 aniversario. Primero que nada le damos las gracias a Dios por nuestras vidas y por su presencia. I would like to thank all of our sponsors and individual donors for making this event possible tonight. I also want to take a minute to thank all of the doctors, nurses, essential workers, elected officials, and all members of our community for standing together to fight against this pandemic of COVID-19. Our prayers and heartfelt condolences go out to those of you who were affected by the virus or have lost family members. En estos tiempos, el Centro de Desarrollo de la Mujer Dominicana ha dicho presente para manejar esta situación. As usual, our organization has shown resilience, adjusted our programs to remain relevant, and continue to respond to the arising needs of our community by serving over 1,000 women and their families. We continue to provide remote services for our clients, most of whom have been the hardest hit by COVID-19, either because they live below the poverty line, became unemployed, are undocumented, domestic violence survivors, face mental health or substance abuse issues, are homeless or inadequately housed, or are members of the LGBTQ community. As you know, the coronavirus has further exposed the inequalities and injustices that exist in our society. Communities of color are twice as likely to die from coronavirus because of the pre-existing health disparities in our communities and society's inability to address the social determinants of health. In addition, our communities are facing higher levels of unemployment, lack of health insurance, food insecurity, inability to pay rent, domestic violence, and other stressors, which are some of the underlying root causes behind the recent protests. Being consistent with our mission to empower all women and communities to advance gender equality and social justice, we reiterate our commitment to support the African American community, the Black Lives Matter movement, and all communities of color who have joined the fight against police brutality, racism, inequality. That is why we chose the theme tonight, Hope and Justice, emerging stronger together. Hope because we have faith that we will be able to overcome this pandemic, because we need to eliminate the systematic forces that perpetuate social injustice against our marginalized populations, and we are completely convinced that we will emerge stronger from this global and moral crisis if we do it together. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. In closing, I want to congratulate all of our deserving honorees tonight, Gerlin Castillo, Lucien Echavarria, and SOMOS Community Care. I also want to thank from the bottom of my heart the Benefit Committee who helped us to organize this event tonight, the members of Dwdc Board of Directors, the management team, the frontline staff workers who make the provisional services possible, the IT consultants for this event, and most certainly our Gala development consultant, Nathalie Tejada, from Generating Results. Thank you. Muchas gracias. Muchísimas gracias por su apoyo y disfruten esta gala virtual.
Unión, hay que estar en unión. Esperanza y justicia.
In one word, I would describe my community as radiant.
I just think of the word love.
COVID-19 has drastically affected my life and community in the sense that there has been a lot of financial insecurity that has come from COVID, apart from a lot of death and like just mourning generally for a lot of people.
It brought me closer with my family. I was able to see more of my grandmother, my mom, spend more time with them.
Todos estamos en un estado de que tenemos que estar aislados, tenemos que estar en la casa. Asimismo, el distanciamiento para poder cuidarnos.
COVID-19 has changed everyone's life, and it has changed the way that I do pretty much anything. From the moment I wake up, I have to sanitize, carry hand sanitizer, make sure I have my mask, run out of my house, run back inside when I forget it. For me, it really has impacted the little things, like taking the train and the bus, and the way that I embrace my friends when I meet up with them, all this 6 feet apart and whatnot.
Podemos darnos cuenta la solidaridad de la comunidad, porque en el transcurso de la pandemia yo soy testigo de que he visto mucho donde se ha unido la comunidad para distribuir alimentos y diferentes ayudas que han podido llegar a los hogares necesitados, que eso también ha podido paliar un poco la situación.
In this country, a black person is being murdered once every 28 hours by the cops. So we're talking about so many names. Anthony Baez, Noel Polanco, Mohammed Ba, Sean Bell.
It's not okay. All the injustices that is happening and all the police brutality is not okay. We need to stand up. We need to rise up and stand together and really demand our rights to be respected. I wanted to beautify my community during the looting that happened, and all the shops around here were boarded up, and couple artists, including myself, I decided to make art out of it, and I chose to send a positive message, and the message is Yo amo mi mezcla. That means I love my mix, and I hope that it reaches and that it starts conversation around people of mixed descent.
Take our freedom back, gonna take our freedom back. We're gonna take our freedom back, taking our freedom back. Gonna take our freedom back, take our freedom back. We're gonna take our freedom back, we are taking our freedom back. Got a plan to end all bigotry. We got a plan that I be free. We got a plan that I be free. We got a plan of love and unity. Take our freedom back. We're gonna take our freedom back.
Muchísimas gracias. Thank you so much, Rosita, for your leadership and those powerful words. And thanks to our community for all those positive messages of hope and justice. We continue emerging stronger together. DWDC has prioritized our community and all women by standing side by side for over 3 decades. Now more than ever, we believe our community is emerging stronger together. Nonprofit organizations like the Dominican Women's Development Center, DWDC, are able to serve our community thanks to the key role it plays through philanthropy, helping other nonprofits to build sustainability. Here are some words from our distinguished socialite and gala chairperson, Mrs. Jean Echavarria.
Good evening. My name is Jean Echavarria. I'm tonight's chair of the Dominican Women's Development Center. This is such a great honor to be with you tonight and to serve as chair. Tonight, we honor all of the women involved in this organization, and specifically, we have 3 honorees that we will hear more about. But before we hear about them, I want to thank the executive director and co-founder of this organization, Rosita Romero. This woman is an incredibly amazing powerhouse and a woman who has done so much for women across New York. I want to thank her board. I want to thank the employees here at the Dominican Women's Development Center, and I want to thank all of those involved, the co-chairs, the benefit committee, and all of our viewers. Thank you, and remember, tonight we open up our hearts and we have to open up our wallets. Thank you all, and we are going to have a great night.
Now we are going to move to the most important part of this event, the presentation of awards to our well-deserving honorees. The presenter of the first award of the evening is going to be DWDC's Board of Directors Treasurer and Gala Co-Chair Miosotis Cabrera, who will say a few words and present the award to SOMOS Community Care, Dr. Ramon Talaj, Chairman.
SOMOS is a network of providers, healthcare providers. We are focused on quality of care. We are trying to transform the healthcare delivery system from a system where you have to see 40, 50 patients a day just to make ends meet, into a system where a patient comes in and it doesn't matter the color, the race, the economics of the person, but that person will receive the highest quality care possible.
There's over 3,000 doctors and speak their language. They come from the same ethnic group and even from the same village, same town. And like myself, and I speak Mandarin, Cantonese, 我讲普通话，我讲广东话。
Years ago, we were here. Now we have an army, well capacitated, to educate our employees, our community workers, all CCW we call it. So now they know what to do, how to help the people.
We're very different than many other organizations out there because we understand there's huge issues of access. And we're bringing the need of getting tested to wherever they are, instead of expecting them to come to us.
We found your need. The army of doctors, whatever we need to do, we will do it for you.
You've been doing beautiful work.
Now the America's governor, I don't want you to touch it.
Oh, thank you very much.
We are extremely proud of the work that you have done, especially during this crisis that we are facing as humanity right now. It's for me a pleasure to be here today to give you this award in the name of the Dominican Women Development Center.
Well, I have to say thank you. This is an honor, it's a privilege. It's a privilege to serve because some people take for granted. We, in our case, feel that it was our duty to be in the front line from the beginning because the people out there, we were the only people between they have education, they understand what was going on, and this dead or not. And so many people from our community has died because there was no access. That inequity and inequality has been there for a long time. It just get toll in us by far more than anybody else because we were the ones suffering. We were the people who had to go back to work, it doesn't matter what. We were necessary employees. Therefore, we come back home, bring the disease home even when we didn't know that we were sick. Therefore, for me, and this institution was very important, and my mother would be here. She would be the first one I would ask her to get it because she was so proud to be a woman who studied in the Dominican Republic in La Vega, a college for ladies. My mother could do everything. There was no limit, and she made that inside all of us. I have 5 sisters, I'm the only boy, and you imagine how I feel that institution like yours do that, and whatever we need to do to continue supporting the institution. We have done very well in SOMOS, and now it's a time for us to continue being in the community, offering them, for the grace of God, we have so many resources that we should be shared with the people like yours institution in our community.
Congratulations, SOMOS Community Care, Dr. Ramon Talaj, Chairman. And now, I would like to invite you to welcome a talented, world-renowned Dominican actress and singer who has chosen the DWDC as one of her beneficiary organizations, Amara La Negra.
Un abrazo para mi comunidad dominicana en todo Nueva York y para todos los latinos también. My name is Amara La Negra, and I want to congratulate the Dominican Women's Development Center on their 32nd anniversary and all the honorees for their contribution to our community. I am so grateful for you guys, and I want to start by saying to the Dominican Women's Development Center community, thank you for the extraordinary work that you guys have been doing to fight this COVID-19 pandemic and for dedicating and giving your service to the most vulnerable. I am so grateful to be part of this family, and the truth of the matter is that this pandemic has affected all of us greatly, but to our community, mostly. You guys know what I'm talking about. I also want to take this opportunity to show my solidarity to the Black Lives Matter movement because honestly, together we are stronger, and we have to keep pushing forward for more justice and equality. Like I said, it is an honor to be part of the Dominican Women's Development Center family. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. and I am here for whatever it is that you guys need me. Ya tú sabes, orgullosa de ser dominicana, de ser afro-latina, de ser mujer, de ser negra y representando siempre a la comunidad. Así que los quiero un montón. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much.
You say I'm loca, crazy. Said I've been tripping lately. I wanna know, baby, does that make me insecure? Mi amor, mi amor. Does that make me insecure? Mi amor, mi amor. Does that make me insecure? At night when you're falling asleep, hold your cell phone tighter than me. You think that I can see what's happening. You want me like ABC. Why you creep like TLC? I'll give it to 1, 2, 3 till I up and leave. You say I'm loca, crazy. Said I've been tripping lately. I wanna know, baby, does that make me insecure? Mi amor, mi amor. Does that make me insecure? Mi amor, mi amor. Does that make me insecure? You say I've been doing too much, never too much when it's about love. Would you rather I just give up on us, on us? Yesterday it was all about us. Now I don't know who I can trust. Is my love not enough? I've had enough. You say I'm loca, crazy. Said I've been tripping lately. I wanna know, baby, does that make me insecure? Mi amor, mi amor. Does that make me insecure? Mi amor, mi amor. Does that make me insecure? Intuition usually right when you're not next to me at night. Make me feel I'm losing my mind, but I'm on to something this time. Can't put my finger upon it, but I know you're not being honest. I'm just giving you a warning. Does that make me insecure? Mi amor, mi amor. Does that make me insecure? Mi amor, mi amor. Does that make me insecure?
The second honoree of the night is Gerlin Castillo from Popular Bank, whose award is going to be presented by Executive Director Rosita Romero, who will say a few words about her role in helping nonprofit organizations secure economic stability.
Gerlin Castillo is the branch manager and vice president at Popular Community Bank on 181st Street in our community in Washington Heights. Gerlin is a very hardworking, dedicated woman and knowledgeable banker. She conducts herself with so much integrity. She really has a great heart, really cares about the community, and is involved in many organizations. She is very interested in supporting the financial literacy needs of the community. She was extremely supportive in helping Dwdc to secure a payroll protection program loan, which has made a real difference in the financial health of the organization. She really went above and beyond the call of duty by even calling me after regular working hours to make sure all the proper documentation was submitted on time. It is not every day that you can have a branch manager that you can also call a friend and that is so involved and cares so much about our community. For that reason, it is a real pleasure for me to present Gerlin Castillo with the Banker of the Year award.
Thank you. Thank you, Rosita. Good evening, and thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm so honored and grateful to be here tonight and to be the recipient of this award. Knowing the hard work and dedication of Mrs. Romero and the entire team of the Dominican Women's Development Center make us even more special to me. I have worked with the Washington Heights community for 20 years. I have witnessed the ongoing difficulties and the struggles in our community. By walking on our streets, one can see all the needs and challenges we are facing. However, you can also feel the hope and bright future that exists ahead of us. Our community is privileged to have as great organization like the Dominican Women's Development Center, providing support and the tools to make our people stronger. The best is yet to come. Thank you.
Congratulations, Gerlin Castillo. The next honoree will be Lucien Echavarria from the Ministry of Tourism of the Dominican Republic, whose award is going to be presented by former Nuevo Amanecer Program Director and DWDC's board member, Karina Aybar.
It is with great honor that we present the following award by the 32nd Annual Gala by the Dominican Women's Development Center to someone that has contributed to women's empowerment and has positioned herself as key and someone who has contributed to the evolution of tourism in the Dominican Republic. With her leadership, we have become the #1 country in tourism and #1 destination in the Caribbean. With her charismatic personality and her leadership qualities and warm demeanor, she leaves an unforgettable mark on everyone that she meets. Démosle este reconocimiento a Lucien Echavarria.
Thank you so very much, Karina. Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure. It's an honor for me. I was really surprised when I received the email with the invite, and just the fact that it's coming from an institution from the Dominican Republic, of course, based here in the United States, but that your own country is recognizing what you're doing. Whatever we have done is being done with tons of love, putting a little thing, my soul, my heart to my country has been such a great pleasure. I want to thank God first. My family, my husband has been a great supporter, my kids. And just again, I mean, I am honored, I'm thrilled. The Dominican Center is doing such a great job for the women, empowering them, facilitating everything. And I think that what you are doing is completely outstanding. And I do appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Join me in congratulating all the honorees for their leadership and extraordinary roles standing side by side with the community during the COVID-19 pandemic and the social unrest our nation is currently experiencing. As you know, the goal of this event is to raise funds for the Dominican Women's Development Center, and tonight we have a goal to raise $10,000 through our live ask. You can place your donation by texting DWDC Gala 32, your name and the amount to 41444. To help us, this fundraising appeal is our Gala co-chair Fermin Espinosa. Before we proceed to the live ask, we are going to watch a video from the DWDC community. Donate, donate, donate.
The Dominican Women's Development Center was created in 1988 by a group of 9 Dominican women. We started the organization because we wanted to fight against machismo. Our mission is to empower all women to advance gender equality and social justice. We work with the most vulnerable populations in New York City. We help them to improve their language skills, find jobs, apply for college. We work with populations that are homeless. We help them secure housing. We also have an excellent program that deals with domestic violence.
Yo tenía poco, cuando contacté Nuevo Amanecer tenía muy poco tiempo. A pesar de eso también tenía violencia doméstica en mi casa. Y sigo viendo a Nuevo Amanecer como refuerzo. Me siento empoderada, me dieron empoderamiento emocional, que es lo primero que nosotros necesitamos para seguir adelante. Porque lo primero que te quitan es la personalidad.
We are only one out of 2 programs who provide services to domestic violence survivors in Washington Heights and Inwood. Also, our program is the only program that has a 24 hours hotline.
We work with immigrants, we work with battered women, we work with children who are our most precious possession.
Washington Heights historically is a melting pot of cultures, and having this program allows parents that may not have economic stability, provides a program that provides quality to support them through the process of childhood and infancy.
I think the thing we do that has the biggest impact on our community is creating a space where multiple communities can collide and can share.
This is a time for new ideas. This is a time to break the norm. And DWC is an organization that will do that. But to do that, it needs unrestricted funds. And that's why it's so important for all of us to chip in.
I love the impact that we get to make in people's lives every day and really change the outcomes of the young people in our community.
Honestly, DWDC is my family. They've opened their arms and doors for me and welcomed me. It's a wonderful thing for me coming here.
It's a way of life. You have to have the vocation to provide services. It's a vocation, it's a passion, and it's awesome.
The organization started with $30 and a dream. And right now, we are a multi-million-dollar organization with 6 different programs, 6 different sites, and 90 employees.
Because it has that community capital, because it understands our people, it understands our condition and our suffering, but also our strengths and our ability to really thrive. It is the best organization that I can think of to really invest in, and you cannot get more impactful than giving to DWC.
Good evening to one and all. Thank you so very much for joining us this evening. On behalf of the DWDC organization, my name is Fermin Espinosa, and I am one of the 2 Gala co-chairs for this event. What a privilege it is for me to address you tonight as your live Ask presenter. What is my role for this evening? My role for this evening is to ask you to continue to support the work of DWDC by making a donation. How you can make that donation tonight is very, very easy. All you need to do is to text DWDC Gala 32, the dollar amount and your name to 41444. Again, I'm going to repeat that. DWDC Gala 32, the dollar amount and your name to 41444. We have an aggressive goal this evening of raising $10,000, and I can see that some of you have already been generous with your contributions tonight. One of the things that we recognize as a center is that this pandemic has really affected so many of us in ways that we could not have anticipated. So any dollar that you can contribute, we view it as a sacrifice that is welcome, is appreciated, and really acknowledged by all of us, especially for the very individuals and families that your contributions will actually serve through DWDC's programming. Let me give you a sense of how your dollars will be applied. And no matter what dollar amount it is that you can contribute, again, I'm going to urge you to make those contributions. I can see that Jenna, Carolina, Rosita Romero have checked in with great donations. Thank you so, so much. Nathalie, I see you coming in with $100. Thank you so very much for that donation. I want to encourage all of you to continue because, again, though we work with agencies and partners and sponsors, the work that DWDC does really depends on those individual contributions from individuals like yourselves. So again, we are truly, truly, truly grateful. Right now, we're at $3,400 towards our $10,000 goal, and we're going to ask you to continue to make those sacrifices. Again, we realize every donation is critically important. We understand that families are very vulnerable. When you look at all of the programs that DWDC sponsors, It really is making a difference. They're transforming lives. You've seen that through the entire hour that we've been together. And we are asking you to continue to support that work so that we can continue to impact even more families as we go through this pandemic, and hopefully at the end of it emerging stronger, as you saw tonight's theme. I can see Angelica checking in, Generating Results checking in, Shani. I see an anonymous donation for 1538. We'd love to be able to recognize you on the air if you're comfortable giving your name, but if you're not, we understand that. We are equally grateful. The dollars that you contribute and you sacrifice will still have the same impact as someone who actually makes their presence known. So again, we are grateful for those contributions. I want to urge you to continue to donate. Let me give you an idea of some of these contributions and really what they can do when it comes to making a difference in the lives of those who are most vulnerable. A $25 donation is going to buy a particular yoga mat for a mom in our maternal infant health program. $70 can help us provide Metro cards for 2 caretakers to pick up their kids for 1 week at our Mama Tingo Child Care Center, and so on and so on. I can tell you so much more, but I want to encourage you, no matter what dollar amount you can give, it's going to make a difference. Do not be embarrassed by the amount. In fact, be inspired and encouraged that whatever you give is going to make a profound difference in the lives of someone or others who truly need your assistance, as I said. As we talked about before, 12,000 women and their families are supported by the DWDC every single year. And we want that to continue. We are so grateful for all that you are doing, not only by your support tonight, being at our event, but what you can contribute through this fundraiser. Again, we are now almost halfway towards our goal. We are at $5,400 now. I want to continue to encourage you to do that. Marianela, I see you checking in. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. One thing that you should note, for those of you that cannot donate tonight, and we understand not everyone might have the resources or the ability to do that, we are going to be accepting donations. Again, DWDC Gala 32, the dollar amount in your name, to 41444 through November. And let me say a little bit of a reminder about our silent auction that is also virtual. We have unbelievable prizes. If you haven't registered yet, please do so. We're going to extend that virtual silent auction through October 22nd, which would be next Thursday. Whether you're into great trips, looking and smelling good, whether you're into memorabilia from a sports perspective. Again, if you like going away on solid vacations, or every once in a while, you want to take a strong Dominican-made libation, como romo. Let me tell you, we have it all covered. So if you're going to bid, I'm going to encourage you actually, go in, register for that silent auction that we have. And if not for you, take a look at some of the prizes that at the end of my presentation, we're going to go into that so that you could see what we're offering. Just unbelievable gifts. And if not for you, they make unbelievable gifts for someone else. So again, I'm going to encourage you at the end of this program, make sure that you look at or at least register for the silent auction. Again, I want to continue to urge you, keep those donations coming. Again, Alessandro, Blanca, Rosita, Natalie, so many names. Of course, I'd love to be able to get to all of them, but suffice it to say, even if your name is not pronounced during this segment, I want you to know DWDC greatly appreciates that contribution. We don't take it for granted. We realize that it is a sacrifice, and we are eternally grateful. Again, not just because of your support, but what your support actually translates into, which is transforming lives, inspiring others, building self-esteem, and really assisting the most vulnerable in our community. Again, generating results. Shani, again, that anonymous donation. I see Karina Ibar. Thank you, Karina, for that donation. Miosotis Cabrera, thank you so, so very much. We know you're involved with this organization and you continue to give, and we could not be more grateful for all that you do for DWDC. I see Karina Bernabe, Alisa Navia. I see Sully Bonelli. Thank you for being so generous with your finances. And I can assure you, every single one of these dollars is going to be well applied so that it impacts those who most need our help. And that's the confidence that you can have when you're dealing with an organization that has been around for 30 plus years. If you can imagine, this is our first virtual gala, And putting this together was took an extreme amount of planning and careful coordination. And we hope that over this past hour, we have shown you that. We have shown you that we wanted to put together not just a program that highlights what DWDC is all about, but how we intend to become an even more impactful organization on a go-forward basis through this pandemic. So again, I want to thank you. I want to encourage you to continue to donate. DWDC Gala 32, text obviously your dollar amount and your name to 41444. Again, I see some more anonymous donations. We want to thank you, whoever you are. Thank you so much for those donations. Keep them coming. Again, without your support, we cannot do what we do. The center itself really relies on partnerships, again, not only from agencies and other civic organizations that we work with, but from individual donors like yourself. So do not think that your contribution in any way, shape, or form is not making a difference. It truly, truly is. And I can tell you, having worked with this organization for the last 5 years, I've seen the work. I am so inspired by how committed the staff is to make a difference in the lives of others. So this is not just something that they do to earn a living for themselves. These are causes and issues that they really believe in terms of impacting those communities and those individuals that we serve. Before I actually go, I want to make sure that, again, I thank you on behalf of DWDC. I thank you on behalf of its board of directors, its executive director, the entire staff, and all the volunteers that make DWDC the organization that it has been for over 3 decades and will continue to be in the future. Want to make sure that you also know, reminder, the silent auction. Want to make sure that you register for that. And before I go, I'm going to be giving you, or at least you'll be seeing a visual of the wonderful prizes that will be given away through that silent auction. Again, I encourage you, if not for you, enroll so that perhaps you can give an unbelievable and memorable gift to someone else. We have great, great prizes. You're not going to be disappointed if you do so. And as I said before, the donation links, the actual DWDC Gala 32, text that to 41444. That's actually going to be in the chat as well. With that, I want to thank you once again. We could not be more grateful. We truly, truly hope that you enjoyed our program this evening. We look forward to seeing you next year when we have this event. Hopefully things are back to normal and we can get back to being able to see you and cherish you and hug you for all the support that you give. Thank you so very much. Have a great evening.
To Fermin for helping us raise those much needed dollars for the organization. Once again, congratulations to all the honorees today, our board of directors, program directors, family, community partners, supporters, corporate sponsors, silent auction sponsors, foundation supporter, our amazing Gala Benefit Committee, and you for your continued support to the DWDC. Thank you so much. We would like to remind you that the virtual silent auction is still open for your perusal. So visit the link on my left and continue to make your bids. You can also continue to text your donation to DWDC Gala 32 to number 41444. It has been a great pleasure for me to serve as your Mistress of Ceremony for this evening. Gracias a todos y que Dios los bendiga.